some of you may recognize the most famous, one of the most famous faces in Hollywood, and for a very good reason. His I I don't even know where to start. If I was worth $100 million, I would have got those eye bags removed. But that's his claim to fame. And there's also quite a few people in this world that have eye bags that are very notable on in Hollywood, and in even in the record industry. There's a couple of major eye bag faces where you would think that people that have worked $100 million would have said, "Hey Doc, you see that stuff over there? Can you get rid of that stuff for me, please?" But that's their trademark. So, and talking about trademarks, there's people on YouTube also that have deformities. I know myself, I'm overweight, and I don't mind that so much. I'm back on a diet, and but I have a special request today that's going out to all my detractors and my subscribers. I wish for somebody, and I know somebody has this file. I wish for somebody with the audio file of asking, requesting, soliciting people to stay next door to my domain, my house, my property, and to do a certain thing to me. They were going to, I think the word is, it's not harass. They were going to stand and they were going to talk smack. They were going to talk smack from the balcony next door. There's an audio file out there. I heard it. One of you people that are listening to this has that audio file. Okay? So my request is for that audio file. Now, I know that I'm not going to get it because I requested it twice already. However, I have decided that if you come to my channel and you want to ask me questions and I don't know who you are, I probably will not take the time to respond to your questions until I get that audio file. If I get it, then I will take into consideration responding to people that I don't know who they are. But unless I get that file, I probably will just ignore most of the people, not all. If you have a legitimate question, a legitimate comment, if it's an upbeat comment, so to speak, I'll think about it. But for me to sit there and address comments from people I don't know, from channels I don't know who you are, even if you've followed me for years, I still don't know who you are. Do I talk to you on the phone? If I do, I'll respond to almost every one of those comments. Do I know who you are through my Patreon account? If I do, I'll probably respond to those comments. But after that, I don't feel the need. I get about 1,000 comments a month on my in my comment section. If I responded to 1,000 comments a month, that would be 1,000 minutes. That would be like 40 hours of my time each month just responding to comments that I don't know who you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for that audio file. And there's a reason for that. We want to make this audio file part of a bigger thing. And when I say we, I mean my friend Allo and I and some other people. We want to bring that audio file into the fold. Let's say we want to bring that audio file into the fold. And until I get that audio file, if I don't know who you are personally, please don't take offense. I'm probably not going to respond to your comments. Now, I have since I made my first request, received about 100 other videos. About 100 other videos that video files that I've loaded and filed in a certain place. Some of them are regarding people that are doing candle ceremonies. Some of them are regarding people wanting to do harm to a certain blogger in Mobile. Many of them are in regards to someone wanting to do harm to people in general. Some of those video files or audio files, they're both video and audio. Some of them have to do with a certain bloggers talking about other people's wives and other people's girlfriends. Some of those files have to do with directly stating, and I have the file to prove it, that the yellow man, in this exact word, the yellow man is Michael Fazio, and that a certain blogger can, through videos and through files and through uploads, prove that yellow man is Fazio. So if I have that person on camera stating that yellow man is Fazio, then I could use that video with the audio file I'm requesting, where someone requested that they would offer half of the cost of the hotel room next door if someone would stay in the hotel room next door and talk smack against, I think it was me. And if that is true, and that audio file where that particular person says, I can prove that yellow man is Michael Fazio, well, then it works in reverse also, especially that his face is in the video. So thanks for that video. But the one I want now is, really bad is the one where a particular blogger, and it's not Tommy Lee Jones, that's for sure, but there is some semblance, and the word is semblance, not resemblance, you moron, but the word is some semblance of the facial structure of Tommy Lee Jones. I'm going to put Hookworm's comment. That was it was Hookworm. Your comment was made private. I'm gonna put that video private. I'm reading the comments. So there is some semblance of facial recognition to the person that actually made the original audio file. So this request, this probably be the last time. Now, if I get that audio file, my new friend. Now, I also want to clear something up as far as Aloe is concerned. Aloe and I have come a long way over the past 5 years. At some point, Aloe and I were, I think, at odds with each other, for sure. But for him, it was more mischievous than hate. There was no real hate. It was just he's a troll. He's a troll. There's no doubt about it. He's a troll, but he's a good troll. Now, for those of you out there that are listening to this, I'm going to tell you that Aloe and I have had many, many hours of conversation. Now, I've talked to a lot of people on YouTube. A lot of people approach me and talk to me in the malls and stuff like that. By far, I have several friends that are truly intelligent people. Aloe is one of them. He is so much smarter. He is so much more observant. He is so much more attentive to detail than any of you people can imagine. As far as Aloe betraying me, I don't think so. At least not anytime in the near future. Allo has been my friend. So if you guys, I bring this up because I get a lot of private comments. Allo's going to betray you. Had Allo wanted to betray me, he could have done so a month ago. He could have done so 3 weeks ago. He could have done so last week, and he could do so today. But he's not that type of person. Allo has a mission. Allo's on a mission. Allo is actually not the person that you hear on that WTF show. That is a personification of another persona of Allo. That is the troll. That is the jester. But in real life, Allo is not that person. In real life, Allo and I have come to the understanding that he has a set of morals that go way up and above the average person. And he has a goal to help me. And I believe that to be true. So if you plan on sending me more comments that Allo will betray me, Allo has had the opportunity to betray me. He's had the opportunity to record conversations of him and I. Nothing illegal, but things that would not be beneficial to me. And he hasn't done so. And if he hasn't done so yet, he's probably not going to do so. So you have to understand the Allo that you hear on those other shows and the Allo that I know through conversation are different Allos. His personification on YouTube as a troll is a different personification of Allo in real life. One day, I will tell you more about our private conversations, but I will tell you this. He has had the opportunity to betray me if he wanted to and has not done so. So, if anything, he has given me more beneficial advice than any other person in this entire genre or the world. Because simply put, Allo knows more about the way the law in the Philippines works than any other blogger on YouTube. So those of you who are out there and trying to break us apart as we have a common goal, let's say, you can forget that. It's just not going to happen. Now, who knows what's going to happen 5 years from now? No one knows what's going to happen 5 years from now. Well, I'm going to read the comments. Canoy is here, my friend Canoy. Now, Canoy and I are personal friends. Jack Thompson, the plumber, is here. Thank you for stopping by, Jack. Canoy in the Philippines, he was one of my friends who looked out for me right from the beginning, thinking that the possibility of betrayal between Allo and I was possible, but after I explained to Canoy personally through real-time conversation that he has had that opportunity and didn't take it, Canoy is making a public apology to Allo, thinking that Allo's past experiences with people on YouTube would happen to me. Now, so far it hasn't happened, but I will tell you, thank you very much, Canoy in the Philippines. And I want to thank everybody else, and I'm going to ask for that video again. We have somebody out there, well, there's an expression, crying in the wilderness, blurting out things about other people and other people's channels and what other people have done to other people. But what about the people that talk to a child about other men's private parts? What about those people? What about those people that talked about the private parts of men? What about those people? What about those people? What about those people that talk to a child about the private parts of the male genitalia? What about those people? And which brings me back to those crying in the wilderness. Oh, he's begging for a video to do harm to me. Dude, if you have said something on YouTube in a public venue and I request it, it's okay for me to request it. I even believe that you have done the same thing. Dude, you have to understand what you have done to people, what I have said about people, what other people say about me, what other people say about you in a public venue is public venue. There was a video I watched. If you say something publicly, it could be used for or against you. And I am requesting the video that someone made specifically on several different days. It's an audio file and maybe perhaps video file, offering half the money for someone, anyone, to come and stay next door to my house in the hotel and talk smack about me. I am requesting that video again. Now, do I know that someone has it? Yes, I do know that someone has it. Do you wish to give it to me? I don't know. You should have given it to me already. But the person that has it, whoever you might be, they want the drama to continue. They need the drama to continue. But that video will help put an end to one part of the negative drama that's occurring on YouTube. And that video can be used with another video file that someone wants to believe that someone should be harmed using wooden objects, let's say, that's wrong. Of course that's wrong. And the person that keeps stating that he believes that another blogger or other bloggers should be somehow harmed, how would he like that if it happened to him? He would not like that. I wouldn't like that. But that's the duplistic nature of that blogger's mental inabilities to comprehend reality. That man, he does not understand reality. He portrays everybody else as the bad guy, as the guy in the black hat. But actually, the guy in the black hat is the guy portraying everybody else to be the guy in the black hat, if you understand what I mean. If you get the gist of this. If you understand, if you've been following this YouTube drama, there is a man out there that has hated almost everything that he's ever done in the YouTube community, or everyone he's ever come across in the YouTube community. Everybody is a bad guy. Everybody is a bad guy. Everybody has this major fault that he does not have. Therefore, he is on some sort of a golden pedestal. Let's take that golden pedestal and the video of him offering half the money to anyone that would come next door and talk smack. Let's take him off the golden pedestal. Let's do that. So now, I'm going to go back to what the beginning of this audio file is. If I don't get that video, and therefore I will refuse, I will read the comments, of course I will read them, but I will refuse probably 90% to respond to any of the comments. That goes for anybody. You've been following me for 10 years, 12 years, and I don't know who you are personally, and you ask me a personal question, I'm just going to bypass it, just like I did today, unless it's a really good question. Jack Thompson says, last week you called me the roofer. What's next? The seamstress? Well, Jack is a good man. Jack is a good man. Recently, Jack Thompson stopped consuming alcohol, which I begged him to do for his own good. And he has now, if he wants to put it up there, how long it's been, he's been clean. I think it was 60 plus days the last time I saw, the last time we spoke about it. But Jack was consuming alcohol on a daily basis, and I requested that he stop. It would be beneficial to him. And at some point, Jack realized that the alcohol consumption was just not good for him. So, Jack, if you want to put that up there, I actually have to go to the city. I have to get to the city by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. What's today? Today's the 17th. Yeah, I think I could do it Monday. Either way, 64 days. 64 days, says Jack. I actually have a few things to do today, so I'm gonna ask you again, and I'm gonna make it clear as day. If I don't know who you are personally, if I've not spoken with you on the phone, if I haven't communicated with you on Skype, if I don't go back and forth, now there are 24 people that send me emails with video files in them. I want to thank you for those video files, but I still need that one audio file to bring someone into the fray. I'm going to bring him into the fray. I get that audio file. We as a concerted effort between my friends, a few friends of mine, including the great Allo, we are going to bring him into the fray. And we're going to bring those videos and audio files to a professional, let's say, and we're going to do what we can. We're going to do what we can, considering all the threats that have been made on YouTube, considering how many hundreds of videos we have now stored in different files. We have enough to bring him into the fray. That's where he wants to be. That's where he's going to be. It's his wish. It's his wish by stating, I won't stop until this has happened, and I won't stop until that has happened. Well, I don't know what you're capable of at the end of the day, but I do know with the video and audio files that I have, if I choose to work with Allo to this new project, if I choose to do that, or if Allo chooses to do it through a third party, the person doing and who has been doing the negative things on YouTube over the last 5 years will be, shall we call, in the fray. Okay. So, oh yeah, Cano brings up a good point. No voice. No face, no case. Cano brings up the no face, no case thing. Oh, you seem to think that you are 100% protected, but then you also mentioned slightly, you started to talk about Allo last week. I heard you say it. We can prove by the audio, and then you stopped because you know that if voice recognition was ever brought into the fray, you would go down like a Japanese kamikaze pilot. You would go down that fast if voice recognition was brought into the fray. You have harmed mentally yourself with all of these uploads, and you have brought this upon yourself. So Allo is working on a perspective, on an angle, on gathering information and possibly gathering people that would be interested in investing time into the project. And if you want to stop Aloe from doing that, I suggest you talk to Aloe. Say, Aloe, please stop what you're doing. Aloe, please don't do this to this man. He knows not, as Jesus would say, Father, he knows not what he does. Forgive him. That's what I suggest that you do. You ask the Lord Jesus Christ. Ask in the name of the Lord. Ask for Aloe's forgiveness. Say, Father, Aloe knows not what he does. Therefore, please forgive him and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Bye-bye for now. From the Philippines.